But speaking of that finish, it's like, have these knockouts just kind of like, have you always kind of like people's like call you a knockout artist, or is it just like naturally to you, or is it something that you've been building over time to where you're like you started finishing fights more often?
Well, you know what? I've actually been knocking out a lot of people since I was a little kid. I've always had a heavy hand, you know, and a lot of these sparrings, I've knocked out a lot of people, but I just never had tape on them.
Yeah.
And so this is natural to me, really. You know, like, I know I've always been heavy-handed. Right now I'm learning how to execute my power, because I've learned that power is not everything. You know, it gets to a certain level in boxing where it comes down to timing and your jab, your ring IQ, set up traps, stuff like that. So power is not just everything.
Yeah. I've seen that, and I've learned by being around guys like you or other fighters where they're not so much looking for the finish. It's gonna come.
Right.
Kind of deal. And that last fight, you were just tagging, body. Tagging, move, tag, body. And I was like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's coming.
It's coming. You know what I mean? And like, everybody knows it's coming. Like, guys that are known for certain things, even like a lot of the MMA guys, like they see it coming and they know it's coming. They still can't stop it. You know, so talk about like you building the repetition and having those game plans. You were just talking about the setting the traps. That's one thing I had to say. I'm like, oh crap. Like this whole thing was led up to just that punch.
Yeah. You know, I'm learning on the job, bro. I don't have a person that local, you know, that's telling me, oh, you should do this when you're fighting 8 rounds, when you're fighting 10 rounds, you got to start looking into this. Like me, my dad, and my coach, we're all learning as we go.
Yeah, I love the honesty too, because a lot of people see you like, oh, I'm at 12-0, and like he's like, I'm still figuring it out.
I'm still learning.
You know what I mean? I'm still figuring it out. I love that too, because a lot of people think that a lot of pro fighters or anybody like has it all figured out. Like when you're honest and you're always willing to learn, and you're always like learning still at this point in your life, and you're like, that ain't ish right now. I'm still learning and moving forward with that, man. And I love hearing that kind of stuff, because a lot of people think that athletes are just have it all figured out.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't, bro. Like I said, we go back to the drawing board, and my dad or my coach are like, you did really great. I'm like, yeah, but this, you know what I mean? I didn't like this, I didn't like that. He's like, bro, you're putting out the negative things you want. I'm like, no, there's much more to learn.
Yeah, I'm just being honest with myself. Like, yeah, I should not got tagged there. I know I did good, but I can do better, because the next challenge is even be harder, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't get easier.
Oh, no, I got to get ready for the next fight.
Yeah.